part of the plan is going to be to get the ball in Lynn's hand as much as possible. But in the return game specifically, how much do you have to monitor his reps or get him some rest occasionally? And do you have other guys at punt and kick return you feel comfortable with right now if Lynn needs a breather?
Yeah, we got some other guys that are working there. Obviously, Lynn's the guy that makes us go. So just like on offense, we want to try to get the ball in his hands as much as possible. And do the same thing in the special teams game. But we got other guys working back there that are looking good, getting better every single day.
Anybody in particular that stand out?
MJ Devonshire's looking good. Tisdale's looking good on kickoff return. MJ's more punt return. I think those two are probably the ones. There's some others, but those two are really the ones that are kind of showing themselves.
How's Chance responded during camp to being the guy at kicker?
Good, yeah, good. Matt, Ruffalo's kicked the ball well, and Chance's kicked the ball. It really came down to those two. We started with three-man race and ended with a two-man race, and Chance has really come on here, especially in the scrimmages. He's looked really good, so he's looking like the guy right now.
With the defensive backs, they say, a lot of it is you can't learn until you learn in the middle of a game. What can you do to try to not simulate that experience, but see how those guys will respond to adversity?
Yeah, it's concept of transfer. You do something in an individual drill, and it takes a little while, then they get it, and then you go do a group thing, and they forgot what we were doing in Indy, and then all of a sudden they start to pick up on that, and then they transfer that over to a scrimmage, and you start getting scrimmages, and they're not doing it right at first, and then they figure it out, in that venue that this is the same, and that it transfers, and now they're doing it in scrimmages. So then you got to go from scrimmages to the game, and so like I said, that's a scary thing because it's something different. It's a different arena, but they got to carry those skill sets over into that, and all you can do is try to make practice as much like a game. You see Coach Stoops there at the end. We had a 2-minute game, a situation. Minute 5, defense was up 6. They got to score to win the game, so that's trying to get closer to simulating what a game, is like. So you never know till you get out there.
Where has that group grown the most from the start of camp to now?
I think football IQ. I think at first they were just holding on to their butts, trying to rote memory the playbook and what they were supposed to do. I think now they're starting to get a grasp of, wow, okay, this is why I do that, because this guy's doing this. They're starting to feel and get more of a grasp of why they're doing what they're doing.
Do special teams coaches lose their most sleep leading up to the opener?
I would say, yeah, they're right up there probably with the quarterback coach, the DB coach, and the line coach. I think everybody has that battle, of not worrying. We shouldn't worry. Just stand on our faith. But I think every coach has all those things you can't control, that you get consumed with. But I would say I'm up there with the best of them. Shame to say.
When we came Tuesday to watch it, I noticed there was one time you didn't have the personnel together. Really frustrated.
Yeah.
Are those the little things that are early in the season you just want to make sure you got clean going?
Yeah, there's so many. There's so many things. One is personnel. 2 is technique. 3 is effort on the start and the finish. Make sure we're finishing right on the ball. And just like we're talking about with the DBs, it's you got to protect your guys. It's hard to simulate running down on a kickoff team. You can't do that in practice. If you do, you're not going to have a whole lot of guys that run down on the kickoff team. So you got to try to get it as close to real life as you can. But there's definitely a lot of things that are that are out of your control. But I think the kids have done a good job preparing, and we got one more day of training camp. We've already started on Toledo, so we got a little bit of a jump on that. And I'll take these next practices that we have leading up for sure.
Dean, you've split long snapping duties between punt and field goal the last couple of years. Now that you've just got one guy, what are the challenges of doing both, or will you have 2 guys like you have?
No, I think Blake's the guy. Tristan was an oddity. I'd never been anywhere where your long snapper was your holder on extra point field goal. It took me a little while to figure that out when I first got here. And Coach Matt Sakis, I said, well, who's our snapper? Tristan Yeomans. Okay, good. Well, who's our holder? Tristan Yeomans. It's like, well, he must be really fast. Be able to do that. I can't wait to see this. I didn't realize that Blake was the short snapper and Tristan held on field goal extra point. So Blake's taken over both now. He's doing the short snapping and the long snapping and done a great job. he's been ready. I mean, I'm sure before I got here, those two kids must have been neck and neck, and they must have flipped a coin. And Tristan got the job, and he kept it. You know, but Blake has been, you know, all the 2 years I've been here, he's been. If anything ever happened to Yo, I you know, wouldn't have batted an eye, you know, with Blake, and he's not shown anything other than that all through training camp.